Right, let's quickly talk with Judita Da Silva, entertainment correspondent in London. Judita, good to see you. Very quickly, let's start with the BBC journalist Runako Salina is causing a stir on YouTube. What's that about?
Yep, they've released the BBC Africa released this documentary called Death in Dubai, and it basically goes into the whole case behind something called Dubai Porta Potty that's gotten hundreds of millions of views on TikTok. And she did a remarkable job with her investigative journalism to uncover and actually show in this documentary the face of a boss at the head of a sex trafficking ring that's rooted in Uganda, and he's based in Dubai. And just watching it, it's quite riveting to see the way the network works across international lines, fake passports, being held captive in Dubai and put to sex work. And it's very diligently done. And to actually have this face now out there and a name out there, it's something that people should really take the time to watch. For those outside of the UK, you can watch it on YouTube. It's called Death in Dubai.
Yes, indeed. And you've been attending press events for the new Leonardo Dicaprio film, one battle after another. How was the premiere? And does the film live up to the very enthusiastic reviews it's been getting? And don't forget Leonardo DiCaprio's tribute to, of course, none other than Robert Redford.
Absolutely. I mean, this was one that it kind of brought London to a standstill, because just looking at the cast, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall, it's an assembly of stars, which is something that Paul Thomas Anderson is no stranger to. So everyone was really excited to see them all turn out. The weather held up in the UK, thank goodness. And watching the film, it's another epic odyssey, in the words of DiCaprio himself, that was 20 years in the making. And it kind of takes aim at the current state of the culture when you look at the ideas and the ideologues when it comes to white supremacy, racism, prejudice, the issues with ICE and immigration, and the ideas of being a revolutionary for generations, because the state of the nation is just the same face in a different place. So you pass on that legacy of fighting, speaking truth to power. So it's kind of striking a chord with a lot of people. So I can see why it's getting the kinds of reviews it's getting. But it's something you really need to plug into, because it's a long watch and it takes a lot of attention and diligence to really pick apart all the things the nuances and allegories that Paul Thomas Anderson uses in his filmmaking.
Yes, indeed. Robert Redford, of course, DiCaprio did pay him some tributes. Very quickly, 30 seconds if you can.
Yes, he did. I mean, this is a guy who's a legacy star. I always say the quote he gave to Brad Pitt, that no matter how famous you are, you're just working between jobs. So be grateful and be focused and show up for work every day. And if anyone lives up to that, it's DiCaprio. So Robert Redford is a great loss and a very important legacy star in Hollywood and beyond.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Judita Da Silva, as always, on Entertainment Tonight on Newsnight. And this is where we call it a night on Newsnight. It brings us to the end of this edition with me, Ngozi Alebu, from all of us here in Abuja, our teams all around the globe. Have a great night.